So here at Gamelab 2013, we are seeing social features getting inside the traditional games, and also traditional games getting more social. Talking about this, we are with Xavier Carrillo from Digital Legend, that first has to share an announcement from this very morning.
Yes, we announced this morning that we're going to be launching Respawnables on Android next week. And we also announced that it's going to be available for the launch of Project Shield.
So that's the announcement, and it's Respawnables. It's your game you already had, and now you, due to the Android support, you can show us on the Nvidia Shield. Can you please show us the game running on Nvidia Shield?
So the game is a free-to-play, and it's a shooter. It's a third-person shooter, and we've done that in a quite light way because we wanted to get a wider audience. So we wanted to bring the shooter concepts and genre to people that will normally not play that game. So we've simplified all the art, so making it less realistic, a lot of fun, a lot of humors. And now, of course, on the Shield, you also have, the classic controller, so it's very easy just to get into it.
You mentioned before that this game was built on your own multi-platform engine, right?
Yes, we built this game on our own engine, which is called Charisma, and so that means that since day one, the game is working on Android, iOS, and then later on will come on Windows. So we're supporting a bunch of native platform.
So when can we play this in the new Android platform?
So this game will be launched next week on Android, so it's going to be available next week.
So that's iOS and Android. Anything else for the future, maybe?
Yes, I mean it's we can be adding other platform which going to be based on more business opportunities. So what we're doing is we're going to be on the Asian market, so on Android, but in specific territories on China, Japan, Korea, and we're also planning to get the game on smart TVs, and then discussing with a bunch of other OSs to maybe bring the game over them as well.
Okay, so talking about Japan and Korea, you mentioned we talked to Q Lee yesterday about distribution and monetization on mobile apps. What did you share with him and with the audience in the panel?
Yes, I think we've a quite common vision with Q on that. So we think mobile is the future. That's for sure. It's a very, and inside mobile, mid-core is getting very big now. It's the biggest growing segment. And that's due to two things. I think the casual gamer most of the gamers, they discover the games on the mobile when they get the first iPhone normally or the first smartphones. And now those gamers they want something more. So they want a deeper experience. So that's why those casual are moving a little bit more hardcore. On the hardcore side, we're seeing a lot of transfer from people playing on the console to play on mobile and tablet devices. You have a lot of people that they have no time because of children, because of work, because of responsibility. So it's difficult for them to spend 10 hours on a console, and they want somehow to feel a similar experience. It's not the same, but it's quite similar on shorter gameplay. So that's why we're seeing that mid-core are really kicking out. And then an interesting thing is, you've seen that Apple has announced that they're going to be supporting controllers. Android is already supporting natively controllers. So
you also had another demonstration on that, right? It wasn't just the Nvidia Shield. What we were trying to show this morning.
We've shown as well this morning. We had a tablet connected to the screen, and then we were controlling that with a PS3 controller. And it's quite impressive to see that, because it's something that wouldn't have been possible a couple of years ago, and that's, I think, pointing into probably the direction where the next step for all those games is going to be living room. So they're going to be a clear fight for that. But as I say, today is already a reality. So you plug your phone, tablet, HDMI to your big screen, you play with a controller. It's very interesting experience.
And getting back to the Asia comment, what do you think, on your experience of Digital Legends, we can learn from the Asia mobile super big market?
Yeah, I think that we're very here European or US centric. So we think that iOS and Android, Google Play are the markets. But when you go over there, you realize the markets are huge. So you can do much more just on the Japanese market than on the rest of the world, or you can do much more on a Chinese market. So what we're seeing is that China is eager to get content. You need to go through their own network because they have different billing. So it's QQ, SMS, operator billing. So the way they pay or they acquire is different from here. So it's not that much of a credit card. But the market is really big, and they have amazing devices, even non-branded devices or a lot of Android devices. You can get for $100 incredible Android device over there. So that means a lot of a big market. So that's very interesting. Korea as well is another market it's very interesting, and they're very in Korea. I mean, you had a phenomena with Kakao, which is a social. So Kakao launched games, and the games launched on Kakao. And through that, you were able to connect with friends and play with friends. It was like incredible success. So that's happening as well in Japan with Line, and it's starting as well in China with WeChat. So it's definitely, I think, markets you need to keep an eye on, markets you need to be very proactive on. So we're going to be launching soon on those markets with Respawnables, and very interested to know what's going to happen there.
Okay, good luck in those markets. Last question, you mentioned also devices, gaming devices and Android devices, and also smart TVs. How do you see a smart TV as a gaming platform, and what can we expect in the near future?
We've been waiting and working on smart TV for several years already, so it's not happening. It hasn't happened yet. We believe it's going to happen very soon. And I think a sign of that is, all those controllers already, working with the phones. I think it's a missing piece. What makes sense is you arrive at home and, you buy your content there. That's a little bit the fight that Microsoft and Sony hasn't from the very beginning to control the living room and and the multimedia center. But I think that's going to be coming from the TVs. What we see in China already is they have a lot of Apple TV-like Chinese manufacturers, absolutely incredible quad-core. So maybe they're going to be showing up. Maybe Google TV is going to come with the next generation finally. Let's see what happens with Apple. So I think in next year we probably will see something finally happening there.
Maybe we see Respawnables respawning on our TV directly.
Definitely, if there is a TV, going to be there.
Thank you very much, Xavier.
Thank you so much.